Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with a free Bet Win Repeat episode. I don't know why it's free. It's always free. I think I'm doing free pick videos, but it's not. I don't know. It's been a long night. I got a cool new shirt, a little midday money action. Saw my guy Sean Higgs down at the Circa, met up with him. Some other cool cats. We had a good time. Had a few drinks, talked a lot of sports, talked a lot of crap in general, but yeah, good times for sure. Jesse Shule's going to be on the show. We got a small slate today on the MLB. A couple games are getting ready to kick off. A couple games have already kicked off. We got 2 NFL games to talk about, so we have a few things to break down on today's slate with Jesse Shule. But before we do that, got to remind everybody, don't forget, if you want to follow me on Twitter at Detroit_Lenny. I post random stuff about sports and inappropriate comments probably. But that's where you go for all that stuff. This is the Bet Win Repeat show. Don't forget, if you're into contest page is where it's at. Picks and Parlay contest page. Go to facebook.com/groups/Picks and Parlays contest. That's where we do all our contests over there for the viewers. Weekly contest starts every Monday. Monthly contest starts on the first of the month. That one's knee deep into that one. But the weekly contest, I believe, well, I know that's for $100 and a t-shirt. But the weekly contest is down though. It's day 4 and we're down to 5 people. So that's kind of moved quickly this week. I was in it till yesterday, and I don't know what to tell you. The Rays let me down. Tampa Bay Rays off the Christmas card list, just like that. So that's where you go for the Picks and Parlays contest. If you're looking for a promo code, use the promo code MLB, save you 20% off of everything at Picks and Parlays.net, specifically off of this guy and his premium packages. How we doing, Mr. Jesse Shule? I'm going to switch sides here, put you like that. Follow him on Twitter at Jesse Shule, the Iceman, Mr. Perfect, man of many names. What's going on? I feel underdressed.
Preseason NFL starts tonight. So, this is what we all been waiting for all summer long. So let's get excited about it.
I know, right? I'm excited. I only have one play, but I'm excited about that play. I'm on the Patriots. I took the points and the money line. I sprinkled a little on the money line there, action. But I'm off the Vikings Seattle game because too many what if variables for me, and preseason has a lot of those in general. So don't forget, guys, like, share, comment what you're into today, what you absolutely hate today, what you got questions about on today's slate. Fire them away. Me and Jesse will go over them as we can. I don't know. I'm moving a little slow. I'm hungover, Jesse. I don't know what to tell you. It just is what it is. I'm a little hungover. I'm refueling with the Gatorades, but Sean Higgs got me drunk. I blame Higgs. Showed up to my show.
It's midnight over here, Lenny, and I just had a big steak dinner and a bottle of wine, and then passed out on the sofa after that for about an hour, and I'm back on the coffee and ready to work for another 5 or 6 hours.
That's fair. Shout out to my wife for picking me up last night. It was needed. It was needed. So she was so happy about that too. Yeah. So there's also some CFL going on tonight. You got anything going on in the CFL? Let's start there.
I had a look at it. Trey Ford will get the start for the 0-21 home losing streak Edmonton Elks. And, I know that the Earls are big on the Elks to win outright here as a 12-point underdog because Trey Ford's getting the start. But I'm not sure where
Trey Ford, yeah.
I'm not sure where they're getting that excitement from. I mean, I looked at his statistics last year. I don't see any reason to get up for the Elks. I mean, part of me wants, a team like this that's been losing they're 0-8 this year. They were brutal last year, 21 straight losses. That's going to come to an end eventually. But it's awful dangerous trying to be the guy that gets in on that one game when they snap that losing streak, right?
Right.
And I'm perfectly comfortable letting the Earls try to be that guy rather than me hunting that down.
Definitely not me. I think Listen, I like Edmonton. I believe Nick Earl, check him out. Check his free pick out on this game. I believe he gave out the Elks first half. Points, take the spread. If anything, like I want to bet the Elks plus 12.5. I probably will be on that at some point. I might do a little bit of a teaser situation if the book will let me tease. I tease Edmonton and I tease New England Patriots. If they'll let me take both of those teams plus 6 points, I'll probably do something like that. But if not, I'll probably be on Edmonton plus the 12.5. But other than I don't see them winning this game. But I
didn't even consider taking Winnipeg. It was can I convince myself to bet on Edmonton? And I had a good look, and I wanted to, but at the end of the day, it just I couldn't get down with it. I'll sit on the sidelines and I'll cheer for you guys. Edmonton's been not that bad, for a team that's lost as many as they've lost. There's been some competitive games in the mix,
Right. Well, my thing is Winnipeg kind of they just beat BC, my Lions there last week. What was it? 50. They put a 50 spot on them, I believe. 50-14 against arguably the best defense in that league. They put that up. So I mean, I don't know. I think maybe a letdown spot. I don't know. I like the points here, but I'm not getting behind it. I'll probably do it, but I won't like it. I'll do it. I'll get peer pressured into it from myself. Just so we're clear. But other than that, I don't really like a whole lot. Any CFL this weekend at all?
Yeah, I'll definitely be making some plays. I haven't got anything up for sale as of yet, but I'm looking at the Friday night game. That interests me a little bit more.
I think that's going to be a really good game. I do. And I hate to say this. I'm on the Rough Riders, though. That 5 number is what does it for me.
Really? Well, I don't want to tip my hat too much, but Montreal's lost 3 games. Do you know who they lost to? Can you name the teams that they lost to?
No.
Winnipeg, Toronto, and BC. You know what those 3 teams have in common?
No.
Well, they're the best teams in the league.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're going there.
So their 3 losses have come against 3 teams with a combined record of something like 24-4 or something like that, right?
Okay. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. I could see that. The Alouettes. Okay. I mean, if anything, I like the Rough Riders just because of the number, but I haven't looked at too much into that game. Let's talk about real football. Texas and the Patriots and the Vikings and the Seahawks. That's who we got tonight. I already said I'm on the Patriots. Talked about that game a little bit. Any play in the Vikings-Seattle game? Or I know I'll tread lightly in preseason. I will bet it, but I will tread lightly. So
I tried to find a play there. I couldn't. We did do a show earlier this week about the Patriots game, and my leans were Patriots and the over. And since then, the lines have gone against that. You're getting more points with the Pats, and the totals come down a little bit. I did have a look at last year's preseason. The first 7 games, so that's the Thursday, Friday slate, the entire slate went over 36 points every single game. The average score was somewhere in the mid-40s. And the Patriots went over in their first game last year. So it seems like the totals have been knocked down a little low. I don't know if we'll see what we saw last year, but last year the overs were hitting in week 1 like crazy. And this game with C.J. Stroud making his debut, I think they're going to want to, there's no sense rolling out your first round draft pick and your quarterback of the future to throw him behind a 3rd-string offensive line, right? So he should be playing with the first team offense. And I think they're going to let him sort of wheel around and probably let him do his thing. Yeah. And the Patriots, I still think they have a quarterback controversy. I don't know how. Like, Like if you try to tell me that Mac Jones is way better than Bailey Zapp, I don't know where you're getting that from,
Yeah, I don't
or
see
vice
a
versa,
clear
right?
cut.
Like,
I don't see a clear
no,
cut 1 and 2 there. I just don't.
yeah, no. I think they need to figure out who they're going to ride come week one. So I kind of lean toward the over in that Patriots game.
I mean, we all know how Belichick is. You know, he's going to wait till the final. Absolutely has to put a quarterback on the field. You know, but it's Mac Jones's job to lose. I think he has a slight edge, but like you said, I don't think it's clear cut who's 1 and who's 2. So they're both going to get some time there. I feel like we're going to see a lot of them, but yeah, that Vikings Seattle game, that's just ugly. That's ugly. That's probably a game in the regular season I stay off, to be honest with you. It's not. It's just not something I'm into. Davis likes Minnesota minus. Are you talking Minnesota Vikings? Yes, you have to be minus the 4. Or I think
They're up to 4 already, are they?
I think they're +4. Aren't they +4?
Let me have a look at that.
Okay. Dang it. Davis coming in here with that bull crap. Let me see here.
Yeah, Minnesota +3.5 is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. What line are you at? +4, Davis. Tony says just bet the under on the NFL game. I am on the under. I do like the under for the Patriots Texans. I do think the numbers like this normally, like the 35 in the Vikings Seattle game, I think that's a good number. 37, 38, 39. I think that's too high. Especially for a Patriots defense who is not that bad. I mean, they're pretty legit and they're pretty deep. And it's Bill Belichick, you know, so you know how he's like, I don't know, that guy, Belichick's a wizard. I'm pretty sure he's got some kind of wizardry going on there. Minnesota, yeah, I already said that. Real football, Lenny. Let's tell it how it is. Right. I mean, I'm just saying, I like CFL. It gets me through those dog days of summer till college football starts and NFL starts. CFL does that. As soon as NFL starts or college football, I tail off CFL. I do. And I shouldn't, but I do.
How about English Premier League, Lenny? What kind of football is that?
That's soccer.
We call it football over here. It kicks off tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first match.
When I'm looking up like images, do thumbnails and stuff like that on the site we use, I look up like, football, and then it'll pull up everything soccer related, right? And I have to type in American football. It annoys the shit out of me because every time it reminds me of it, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. We do have some Friday games as well to talk. Well, listen. The word out of the joint practice between the Lions and the Giants, or the Lions are pushing and manhandling and taking it too far in Giants practice in some situations. The Lions have a lot of built-up energy here, and this is a perfect spot for the Giants to kick their ass tomorrow. So I'm not on that game in any way, shape, or form. I won't even be watching that game because my high school son decided to play football, freshman football this year, American football. And his first game is tomorrow at 4:00 my time, which is the same time the Lions Giants start. I don't know. Everybody hates my schedule. Let's talk some baseball. Small card, half the games are already going. Tigers Twins just started. Blue Jays Guardians just started. The Braves are destroying the Pirates 4-0 in the top of the third already. I look for the Braves to cover the over by itself. That was my favorite play of the day. Was the Braves. Astros Orioles tied 1-1 in the second, and then we still have 4 games still tonight. Cardinals, Rays, Nationals, Phillies, Royals, Red Sox, Rockies, Dodgers. Anything you like out of all that you maybe want to give us for a little freebie?
Let's see. Well, you didn't mention the Phillies Nats.
No?
Did you?
Nationals, Phillies. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I'm first of all, shout out to Michael Lorenz for no-hitter yesterday, only the 14th in Phillies history. You get second time batting for the Phillies. You're going to sneeze, aren't you? Bless you ahead of time. There it is. Bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you get 3 of
That's
them. After
something
that, you
else.
put that shit together. That's what my grandmother used to say because I usually sneeze in bunches. So when I would sneeze and I get to sneezing, and my grandmother would say, "Listen, you get 3 bless yous. After that, get that shit under control."
Oh, yeah. Well,
Bless you.
that's more than 3 already. Holy shit.
I know. Don't make my grandmother come in here and yell at you, Jesse. Hey fellas, hey Julie Carly, how you doing? Mandy should be reaching out to you, Julie, for some info. She's got a shirt for you as well. I'll get you a Higgs shirt too. I'll send you one of those. He gave me some. He gave me some extras. The llama. Get the llama. Yeah, those good times. But yeah. Phillies, go ahead. You were going to mention Phillies, Nationals. I was just trying to cover some time while you.
Yeah, I was struggling there, but so the Nats get no hit yesterday. Now they're facing Nola, and it's Patrick Corbin on the mound. You got this game could be rained out though, in bad weather, so you got to be careful about that. But no, I would probably lean on Philly run line. Coming off a no-hitter, and it's getaway day too, I guess. So they're looking forward to getting on that plane with their tail between their legs. I don't expect the Nats to get any revenge after being no-hit yesterday.
Yeah, the Nats are like the 3rd, 4th worst team in the league. I mean, right behind, in my opinion, obviously Oakland, Kansas City, the Tigers. I'm not even going to try and blow smoke up anybody's ass. The Tigers are in that list. And the Washington Nationals. Those are the bottom 4 for me.
And at this time of the year,
they want to hurry up and play Oakland tomorrow, by the way. They go home. Washington goes home from Philly. Not an overly long trip or anything like that. But they go back home to get a full night's rest. Then they play Oakland tomorrow. That game, I'll be on Washington in that game. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll probably somehow find a way. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm on Philly run line. I got behind that. I didn't do anything with this Dodger game yet because I don't have a pitcher listed for the Dodgers yet. This morning when
it was an ugly slate of baseball today. I looked at the card and I was like, oh man, I'm glad football's back, but the baseball card was really ugly today.
It is super ugly. Sorry. Yeah, it is. It's not pretty at all. Like I've stayed away from this Astros Orioles series the whole series. So I don't want nothing to do with that. I've been on the Braves because the Pirates are just falling off the map. I don't want nothing to do with the Guardians and the Blue Jays.
Geez, I was looking at the over in that game with Manoah and Syndergaard. They're both really struggling, but the last 2 games have been 1-0, 1-0. So I stayed off that one, but it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that both those pitchers have really struggled.
Yeah. And the Kansas City and the Red Sox, all of a sudden Kansas City decided they had to win a couple games to make sure they're not the worst team in baseball above the Oakland A's. So they went on a little tear. But first, Boston does not deserve to be minus like 250 on money line at all. And the Dodgers, I don't care who they're playing, where they're playing, or who's pitching. They're almost a 400. They're 365 favorite, minus 365. And the Rockies win that game. I'm just saying, just because everybody and their brother, every degenerate out there has the Dodgers money line as the end of their parlay, and it is going to kill them. On a small day when there isn't a lot to choose from, you got to still, you don't have to bet every bet. You don't have to bet every game. Sometimes no bet's best bet. Giants -3, David says tomorrow. I get behind that. I hate to say it, but yeah, absolutely. So smaller show today. That's about all I got. What do you got going on? Give us something to plug here. Tell us where to go find you.
Well, don't forget the Premier League kicks off tomorrow, early tomorrow. Manchester City plays Burnley, and then Saturday you got a full slate of games. I know it's not as sexy as NFL and NFL preseason, but I like to try to make it sexy by winning a few games. The good thing is they start early, right? You get those winners early in the morning. So I'll be handicapping Premier League from here on out.
All right, I love it. Perfect, because then that rolls into perfect. You're on Thursdays. We can get a little preview of the weekend. Give us a little taste. Give us a little nibble. Just give us a little bit. We'll come back.
Well, the big news today is Harry Kane signed with, or is rumored to be signing with Bayern Munich. The offer for 100 million euros has been accepted by Tottenham, and Harry Kane, who is one of the best players in the world, is supposed to be on his way to Bayern Munich.
Okay. Making some moves. All right, a little shifting going around there in the Premier League. So I like that. Listen, Ted Lasso made me a fan of soccer. Take it how you got. That's how I got there. You just got to deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. That's how I got there.
Well, I mean, if you got to choose between the WNBA and the Premier League, I sure hope you're picking the Premier League.
I mean, so to watch, yes. To bet, it's 50-50. I'm not going to lie, because there's some WNBA games. You know what I like about the WNBA? Same thing I like about the CFL. There's a small sample size. There's only so many teams. There's not 30, 50. You know what soccer, the most annoying thing for soccer for me is there's so many different leagues and so many different teams. I get lost in the shuffle being a newbie. You know what I mean? I get over it just too much. Where the WNBA is, I don't want to say easier to cap, but there's smaller, not as many teams, so I can dive into that quickly and be knowledgeable.
Soccer is a lot more fun when it's the World Cup. I think when the World Cup comes around, everybody sort of gets into it, and then it's more fun than it is.
I'll watch the English Premier League, though. I will watch this, because my wife's a huge soccer fan. She loves soccer, and the kids love it too. And it's just on in the background kind of thing when everybody's like doing their thing on a Saturday morning kind of thing. That's the best, is you just wake up and I'll just put a soccer game on and until football starts, and then it's over, because I got a
crew of kids doing celebratory dances after every goal around here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you guys are going nuts. I wanted to pull the good night says I wanted to pull the trigger on the Nats, but couldn't find a reason no matter what system I used. I mean, you want to, you don't. I mean, Philly 250, that's a lot, but it's Patrick. Listen, the best bet in that game is the over. I think, because it's Patrick Corbin, Aaron Nola. I mean, come on. But I mean, that being said, I probably didn't bet it. I don't know. I might have. Drunk Lenny might have bet it last night. Drunk Lenny made a few bets last night. What do you want me to tell you? That's going to wrap it up, though, for us. Don't forget, if you're looking for Jesse Schule's premium plays at picksandparlays.net, use the promo code MLB. That'll save you 20% off the entire site over there. We appreciate everybody stopping by. This is the Bet When Repeat Show. We will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. As always, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm Detroit Lenny Picks and Parlays. The Iceman, Mr. Perfect, Jesse Schule, one and the same. Good luck.